What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports, and I'm here right back with you on that review and the recap of last night's fights. Amazing night of boxing, and starting with Rivera versus Sergey Lipinets. Then you had Hector Garcia versus Lamont Roach, Sabriel Matias, Jamal Charlo comeback versus Jose Benavidez Jr. And then you had Demetrius Andrade against David Benavidez. And Michelle Rivera ended up, pulling out the victory last night. That's good for him, after, popping hot. Didn't know where his career was headed at that point, especially after he just came off of a loss, his first loss of his career. So, shout out to him for, getting the job done. He looked pretty good for such a, a long layoff. Yeah, again, shout out to Rivera. Keep your head clean and continue on. And then you had Hector Garcia versus Lamont Roach. I picked Hector to win. Because he looked tested against Davis. He didn't make it was past the 8th round, I believe. It got to the 8th round and a stoppage. So, just him surviving that long like that, and he looked pretty decent against that. I favor him to win this fight last night. But Lamont Roach was coming off of four straight victories, and he looked amazing last night. Great victory for the 130-pound WBA championship. Shout out to Roach for doing his thing. He put on a great performance, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of him. And then Sabriel Matias, what could I say, man? 6th-round knockout. Again, like I said, man, I think he the best at 140. He was his first title defense at IBF, 140 pounds. He looked solid, man. He looked scary too, man. Lot of power. He was in there facing Gershav, another strong fighter. It was some fireworks going on until it lasted. I definitely didn't see that lasting long. Right in the middle, 6th-round knockout. An impressive faction. Yeah, man, shout out to him. I'm looking forward to seeing what that 140-pound division do. Is stacked. It's stacked. Haney there, Lopez. You got Matias there, Rowley. Cleveland's own Montana Love. He fighting pretty soon here. So I'm very interested, and I keep my eyes open. Hitchens as well. So again, shout out to Sabriel Matias. I'm definitely be looking out for future fights with him and the big name fights too. Then you got Jamal Big Charlo. Amazing performance for a 28-month layoff, man. I would say, man, he looked impressive. To be out that long like that, that was a hell of a performance he put on. And Jose Benavidez, Jose never been the same, since that, that accident, man. Fourth loss. I don't know, what he gonna do with his future. He always gonna be a good competitive fight whenever somebody matching up with him. I just think, he's just going to be one of them journeyman guys that's going to, give you a hell of a fight. But again, shout out to Jamal Charlo. He made a good statement with that victory. I thought he dominated the fight. He looked strong. The jab was working greatly, putting some good combinations together. And he looked focused. I was worried about that going into the fight, seeing, he had his outside problems going on. But again, man, he looking focused. I think he should just focus on that 160-pound division, try to, unify and get all the belts, become undisputed at that, that class. Not the strongest division, but hey, you still holding that belt at that WBC joint. So shit, go for it, man. Shoot for the stars. Again, shout out to Big Charlo. Looking forward to see what he, got coming in the near future. And with the main event, man, I wanted to be wrong. I was pulling for Andrade and shit. That boy David Benividez is a monster, man. Tyson named him that for a reason, man. He living up to the expectations. He was just too strong in there last night. And Boo Boo, man, he ran out of gas, it seemed like, after the fourth round or third round, really. And the body shots was just, in that fourth round was doing some real damage to Boo Boo. Shit, again, after that third round, he was too gassed out, man. I ain't making excuses for him, but maybe that 168-pound division for him, it might be too small for him. He might want to, move up. But again, that's a great fucking victory for David Benavidez and a statement. He went in there and fought against a guy that's been avoided his whole career down there, and Andrade went in there and made a huge statement. And it's only right for Canelo to go ahead and get that man, his that fight, man. He put in the work. He did all he needed to do. What more could he do? He the mandatory for the WBC title. Go ahead and get it on, man. Only other guy left in that 168 division is Morrell. So, I mean, if it's not that fight, then Canelo, come on now. You got to give him the fight. I mean, it's open. I'm looking, a May fight, May 24 fight, So, again, man, shout out to all the fighters. A lot of comeback fights. A lot of great fights last night. 2 6-round KOs. What a great night of boxing. It's gonna continue on real soon. I'm gonna be, hitting y'all with more content. I got more and more coming. I'm gonna keep hitting y'all with another one and another one and another one, And shout out to my guys over there at Corporate Light. The Phil with Phil podcast, me co-hosting that joint too. And everybody, have a great end of y'all holiday too. I'm about to go ahead and smash the last of these leftovers and enjoy tonight's game against the Chargers. As you can see, my guys, man, see if they can keep it rolling. And with that, I'm out, man. Peace.